Are you Fiddy in Snipers?
I am. I've got a 50 in snipers.
Dude, congratulations. Tell us of your CSR tales, please, because I can't see it in the game.
All right. The magical CSR journey started really easy. It actually started with those episodes that we did.
Yeah.
And because I was going super positive and we were winning, I got up to like a 35 in no time. I was a 35 way ahead of the pack.
Mm.
Um, and then I just kept playing with my friends and stuff, but I stopped leveling up, and I figured out it's because their CSRs were so low that we were getting low CSR teammates. I mean,
Mm.
opponents.
So it's not like you're actually ranking it efficiently.
Yeah, it was basically like you can almost think of that as a multiplier. Like if they're as good as you and you're doing well, then you get the full effect. But if
Mm.
they're half as good as you, you're gonna get half the effect. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So then I had to find some people who were kind of at my level snipers because everyone knows what it's like to try and go into a competitive game set by yourself.
Yeah.
It's awful. So I found a couple different kids that I played with, and I loved it. I had to like get like 4 or 5 wins on every level, and I could never go negative. If you went negative, you pretty much leveled down. If you lost, you were fine as long as you were positive,
Huh.
in my experience, which I thought was an excellent addition to the game. And then
Nice.
I got to my upper levels, and another thing I noticed is that if you purposely played with bad kids, like if you purposely played with people who are CSR 1 to try and get an easy lobby, you would
Yeah.
actually rank down on a win if you didn't get like a 2.0 kill death.
Huh.
It was like you're playing terrible people, it expects a ton out of you, and if you didn't perform, then you just tanked,
I see.
really. Yeah.
That's kind of a
But
cool system, actually. It's so rough when your system relies fully on win-loss, especially in a team game.
there's one problem with it though. One
Yeah.
huge problem with it is that if you're going into a game and the other team quits out last second, and then it just loads the map. Oh, and if you quit a game, it goes down almost guaranteed. Maybe
Yeah.
even 2 levels. You can't
Oh,
quit.
yuck.
And then if you go into like you're going into a game and the other team quits for whatever reason, they decide to go get a mocha. They all leave. You're in the situation where you're gonna win the game, but you're gonna go zero positive.
Huh.
So at 49 or at 48, I leveled back down to 47 because the other team quit when we were winning.
That's a serious issue.
Because I went 0-0, yeah. And like I did the same thing. I went from 45 down to 44.
Ooh.
But other than that, it was wonderful. And this is the first 50 I've actually ever gotten. So it was just I got there and I just honestly felt the years of Halo weight just melt off my shoulders. It was fantastic.
Nice, man. So no H350.
No, no, dude, I was not that good at Halo 3 actually. Like I was good at snipers, but the other thing is I was living in Montana and Halo 3 was a lot about connection.
Yeah.
And Montana has crappy internet. Like it has good
Oh,
enough
yeah.
to play, but just barely.
I know how
So,
that is. I grew up out of town, man, in farm country. So
oh,
it's
dude, I'm a farmer
really
myself.
yeah. I'm not a real one. Like, we just live out in that country.
Yeah.
We had chickens, and we have like 5 acres. You have probably like actual acreage for like using land.
11,000.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I knew you owned a big one, but like that is awesome. Does that lead
Very.
to like movie-esque summer adventures where it's just like, and we drove an hour and a half to our pond and had a romantic
well-
afternoon with like,
We're actually like the closest farm to town, so it's like 10 minutes from the house to get out there.
wow, nice.
So
And
not
you're-
not quite that epic.
You're not out there now though, right? You're in Washington.
I am in Washington State
Word.
going to school. So.
Yeah. Sorry if I just gave away. I don't know if your
Dude,
locational
don't worry
data
about
is
it.
secure.
No, I'm cool. I would have just made up a story about me being from Mars or something if I needed to.
See, I would have
I'm good.
believed it. You're Schmeckledorf, man. I think
You gotta trust the schmacks.
a lot of people made the joke that like these videos can't be happening and like that we're talking to ourselves and stuff like that because apparently
Yeah, dude.
everybody thinks we're the same person.
Well, I have a BBK Dragoon voice, so maybe I'll have to throw it on in a little bit just to confuse people.
All right. I think we were saying that we had to confuse Solomon or something. Blow.
I think that would not be that difficult.
Yeah.
I was talking to Solomon like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Dude, if you came out to me and like admitted that you were BBK and that this was all a trick, and you had like some sort of proof that it was, like you could sign into BBK's account, I would believe you." To this day, I would believe it. Like he would not have any problem accepting that as reality.
Well, maybe we're just so good at audio and mixing and stuff that we really are just talking to ourselves. Like we're some
We are.
hyper compulsory person with some serious disorder who just talks to themselves.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how. And then like, oh, I guess, and then you would need someone else that plays with you though.
Yeah.
You would need. Have you ever watched the show Top Gear?
Yeah, I love Top Gear.
You would
Love
need a
that show.
Stig.
Yeah, I would need the Stig.
Jump at me one more time.
Oh. I love the kill feed. I love it. One more time. Ka-ching. Oh. Dirty.
I got him, though.
Dirty. Oh, Lord.
I got your pop-out no-scope on him. He hit me in the head, but it popped out my scope, and I still, as I died, got my no-scope.
But you forcefully pulled it out of scope. The game didn't do it for you. I'm not saying the shot isn't still ill, but back in the day, the game took care of business for you and said, hey, you're scoping too much. Get out of that thing. What do you think this is?
Son. Why are you looking down a barrel of a gun?
Is this hemorrhage reach snipers or what? What you doing on the beach?
Come here, you silly geese. Oh, there you are. Oh, boy, that's bad. That's bad.
Get out of here. Dude, the skyboxes in this game are just probably the best. I think this is the best looking shooter on console. And
I would absolutely have to agree.
Like, Gears is pretty sick too, but I don't know. For this one, a lot of people complain about the desaturated colors. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's got an art style of its own. It still looks like Halo. And I don't know where that guy is, and I'm scared to poke my head out right here because he's.
I agree with that. That was what I was thinking too. I don't know where that guy is.
Got him. Took the whole.
All right, I'm gonna hit a dirty no scope. That's my new mission.
New mission. All right. I think a no scope wall on the man cannon would be acceptable. No, I failed. I have to go back and try again. So, other than school and this stuff, your Halo Fitty journey. I'm trying to think if there was any Halo news aside from AGL. Would it be possible?
They announced Legendary Slayer.
Yeah. What are the settings?
I just read really briefly. Actually, I had a sub send me a message. He wanted me to do a video on it, and I did very little research. I kind of just read the forum thread, and it basically just looked like it's going to be throwdown, but a step towards, like less competitive throwdown, almost like practice throwdown. Where if you want to play, you want to learn to be competitive, but you're not quite there yet.
I like that idea, or at least the way you're phrasing it. Like, sounds lovely.
Yeah, I would like it. I went into Throwdown last night, and I was just getting manhandled. I'm no good at Throwdown.
Are the settings in Throwdown actually Ghost settings, or?
Yeah, they're V3.
Okay.
Like, to the point where he sends it out what he wants it to be, and they update it. Like, he's fully in control.
Okay, well then, finally. That's
dude.
Good.
Like the original MLG settings that they had, like, were just a joke. Like, you had your own classes in the DMR.
Yeah.
And everyone, I don't know.
Dallas was a joke in general, just with how many people actually own the game before the event started, and then everybody freaks out over it. And it's like, well, it would have been nice if 343 put a beta out for MLG to test cast it. Why do people rely on this double melee thing? Stop doing this. PSA, stop it. GG, by the way.
No. Dude, we need a squirt bottle.
Just spray them each time. Get away. Psst, psst, no.
We need to sell a monitor with a squirt bottle in it that you and I have remote access to, and every time someone does that, it just sprays them in the eyes. No.